All right, go.
What is up, Chicago Tough sports fans? I am your host today. They're letting me host the show. Thank you,
Hey.
Anthony. Yeah, they're letting me host today. Well, let me introduce our sexy guest here. My name is Scott Sherms. I'm your host. Anthony Garcia. I'm wearing the what does that say? All elite? All elite.
Hey.
Bay.
Adam Cole.
And then Paul, Hitman, Connor. Hello.
The GOAT.
Hi.
How are you, buddy?
Hi. I'm tired, but I'm here.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm ready
Hey,
to talk some I'm ready to talk about some Chicago Bears wrestling football.
Nice.
I figured today. Yeah, we'll not depress ourselves in the Chicago Bears football today.
Thank God.
Today we all decided to do a little trip around the world of wrestling. Keep it WWE and AEW, right? Because I don't know anything. I barely know those two. So.
Yeah, we'll just do that.
All right. I don't want to get too carried away here. So again, as a lot of people, I think people know if you watch our show, if you're one of the lucky 30 that watch our show every week.
Wait, did we lose two? Or are we still at
I don't
40?
know.
I don't know anymore.
Oh, do we? I don't know. I just threw a number out there that was low.
Oh, okay.
Whoever unsubscribed, go fuck yourself.
Yeah.
Sideways.
Yeah. What was I saying? Yeah, I'm a professional wrestling fan. You guys know that.
Yeah.
But I don't like the current state of wrestling. I don't like it. And it's Anthony's job, it's Hitman's job, and I guess it's sometimes my brother's job, but he's never here, to convince me to watch. And so far, they've done a horrible job at it because nothing is as intriguing as they think it is. But yeah, we're gonna start like this. I'm gonna ask you guys just simple. We'll start. Where do you want to start? AEW or WWE?
Let's go WWE. We'll let Hitman because that's Hitman's thing.
All right, Hitman, Mr. Paul. It's a simple question. What's the best thing going in WWE right now, and why?
Well, the best thing going right now is the current storyline between Roman, Brock, and Heyman. They've been building Roman up to be this mega superstar over the past 500 days, and it actually took them quite a long time for them to get to this point. But that's with the storyline, and you actually get a authentic Roman Reigns within the storyline, and actually you get a very different Brock Lesnar, a Brock that hasn't been, a Brock that hasn't been a face since probably, I don't know, early 2004, 2005, somewhere around there. Actually, 2004, 2005.
Pretty weird.
So you get a different dynamic than what it was. Even when they wrestled at WrestleMania, 4 years ago. So within the WWE, that Roman Reigns, Brock Lesnar, Paul Heyman, that storyline is probably the best layer storyline that's been going on right now within the WWE.
A while ago, I agree with Hitman. Right now in WWE, it's the Lesnar Roman Reigns thing they have going. I said a few weeks ago to Hitman that until they come to a conclusion with this, I'm not going to give a shit about anything else, and I've stuck to that. I find myself pretty much fast forwarding everything through Raw and SmackDown, only watching anything that has to do with Brock and Roman. Everything else is just boring to me now. I said to Hitman a while ago that I feel that this storyline that they're doing, it's one of the better storylines that I can remember through WWE and WWF. To me personally, because I'm just really enjoying this storyline. And it's been a while since I've enjoyed anything like this.
Well, some have made the argument that this is the best story going in professional wrestling, right now, including both companies.
Definitely.
It's the one that's the most captivating. It's the one that drives the most money, and it probably has the bigger of the stars between both companies and Brock Lesnar at this point.
Yeah. And it's cool. They've tied in Bobby Lashley to it, Seth Rollins. He's facing up against Roman at the Rumble. And then it's Lesnar and Lashley at the Rumble, which is really cool. I'm not a Lashley fan, but those two are facing off against each other for the first time. Right?
I mean,
it's the first time. Yeah.
Right. It's a dream matchup for Brock and Lashley. I kind of wish they would have waited on this, but you got to find some ways to sell some tickets outside of the Rumble, and having Brock there will help. And then look, I'm probably one of the few that enjoys a Roman Reigns match, but I'm also I enjoy when Seth Rollins wrestles as well. So I think those two will put on a great match at the Royal Rumble. So I mean, there's some good things going on right now.
Now, Tony,
Yes.
you're the one we worry about because we always know
There we go.
We know how emotional you get week to week, right? A few weeks ago when we did this, a few weeks ago when I was on this wrestling show with you, you were basically dry humping Vince McMahon.
Yeah.
Just saying, which is fine.
Yeah.
Which is me just trying to be funny. Anyway.
Yeah.
Do you still feel as strongly as you did? What was that? 3 weeks ago? 4 weeks ago?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah. Do you still feel like is the storyline continuing where you want it to go?
Yeah.
Does it still have the same excitement level for you? Yeah.
Yeah, I think again the little twist where Lesnar won the heavyweight title, and now he's on Raw. I think that made the storyline even better than him being on SmackDown and just specifically going up against Roman every single night. With him being on a different show and doing a unification match, ultimately, which is what they're going to do, it just elevated my enjoyment for the story. And yes, I'm still dry humping him. I moved on to the left leg now. I got bored with the right leg. Now I'm on to the left. I'm more of a lefty anyways. It's better grip, better motion, everything. So
and soon enough, the pants will be off, right?
They're already off.
I was going to say, like, I'm surprised it's not, you're not dry humping the middle.
That's
her butthole.
There has to be a good finale for the storyline, and then he'll get the goods. Until then, I'm just working the legs right now.
All right.
But by the goods, do you mean like anal? All right, I'm sorry. Excuse me. Don't shake.
Oh, he froze. He censored himself.
Sorry. You hear me both?
Yeah, we hear.
Can you both hear me? Sorry, somebody just tried to call me. Where were we? Anal.
Yes.
Yeah. Hitman, did you compliment? Giving or receiving? Anyway, wow. Okay, wow. Fucking rails here. I'm never gonna host again. Hitman, I'm gonna ask you the same thing. Is the storyline? Is it where you want it to be? Is it better? Is it worse? Is it the same? Is it?
I do like the storyline. I just felt like they kind of rushed it. I personally wouldn't have had Lesnar versus Lashley at the Rumble. I would have done a return match for Big E at the Rumble, and then somehow have Brock win it. Have Brock win the Rumble. No, I'm sorry. Let me go back. Have Big E get his return match. Brock beats Big E, and then now you have, this road to WrestleMania between the two to unify the titles. I'm actually concerned that Roman may drop the title to Seth at this point. I'm a little concerned about that. I hope not. But that's kind of where my hope lies. But they've been pushing Roman to be the top star for a while, and they finally get to a point where you can have him probably unify the titles.
I was going to say now. Go ahead. Finish that. I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
No, I mean, with that thinking, you're saying Seth. What would the future look like if Seth wins at the Rumble?
I mean, if Seth wins at the Rumble, it all depends on, if Brock is the reason why Roman loses. And then, you can always have that return. You can always have that matchup. And then we also got to look at this too. The Elimination Chamber is going to be in Saudi Arabia. And then
I saw that. That's weird.
And then the chamber match is usually for the winner of that match usually faces one of the champions at WrestleMania.
Right.
Because that's kind of like a mini. I hate to say mini Rumble, but that also determines the championship match as well.
So the Rumble, that is 2 weeks away.
Next Saturday.
Next Saturday.
A week from Saturday, right? Yeah. So I'm expecting Tony. You're just looking forward to one match? So you're
pretty much. Well, 2 matches.
Yeah.
The Lesnar, Lashley, and then the Seth and Roman match.
Does the Royal Rumble interest you at all this year, men's or women's?
Women's definitely not. I told Hitman.
Texas.
Yeah. Goddamn horse.
Yeah, women. Oh my god.
No, I'm joking. I whatever.
Yeah. Anal.
Yeah. I told Hitman that if I still smoked, that the women's Rumble match would be the time I go smoke 2 or 3 cigarettes. And Hitman, you said, wait a minute, are you writing off the women's Rumble match before it happens? Yes, I am. Because it's just Lita and the Bella Twins and Mickey James and that whole women, in my opinion, that whole women's division, SmackDown and Raw is just god awful. Except for Becky Lynch. She's the only good female wrestler over there, in my opinion. But back to your original question, the men's Rumble match, I don't know. I guess in a way it does intrigue me because doesn't the winner of the Rumble get to pick who they face at the main event? But it's just weird how they're doing things right now. It's just so I guess I could say yes, I am interested in the men's Rumble. But of course, my main one is going to be Roman and Seth, and then Brock and Bobby, and then the men's Rumble in that order.
Hitman, is there anything that excites you that we haven't talked about yet? Anything else?
No, I mean, look, I always look forward to the Rumble. I always look forward to see who are the mystery people that'll come out in the Rumble. I mean, we already got some announcements with the women's side. I take a different approach than Tony. I do like, for the most part, the women's division. There's some women I think that could do some stuff, but as Tony and I talked before, it's all how you book some of these women. They're absolutely talented, but sometimes they don't get put in the best way to succeed. So I mean, Charlotte's pretty good. Well, not pretty good. Charlotte's very good. Becky's good. Bailey may be back. I really enjoy Rhea Ripley. We might see Raquel Gonzalez in this match. I like Carmella. I like Liv Morgan. So that
I like Carmella too.
There's
very
some
talented.
talent. I mean, there's some talent within this Rumble for the women. It's just, unfortunately, with all the releases that happened over the past X amount of months, that kind of gutted that division. But as far as the men's concerned, yeah, you, just like I said with the women, you always want to look for the who's the surprises and stuff like that. Like this year, I'm looking for who eliminates the most, because that's usually the guy that Vince will want to push. Whoever eliminates the most guys.
By being bummed out about the cuts in the women's division, are you referring to Nia Jax?
No, I mean, look, Nia not being there. I mean, yeah, I mean, it sucks because, I mean, another blow to the women's division, but, just the other women that were included in that. I mean,
Scarlett.
the Scarlett, I think Tegan Knox as well, so I mean, there's still some talent. There's still some talent there, but they're top heavy. They're top heavy.
Nia
Well,
Yeah, she is.
but
Thank you, everybody.
yeah, they're not as deep as they used to be.
That's what she said.
That's what she said.
Oh, yeah. Jesus. Anal, yeah. Now, all right, now we can be professional for a second.
Yes.
Give me some names. What surprises? What surprise Rumble entrants could there be? I mean, I know some of them are just gimmicky, but are there any like impactful ones that could happen?
I don't know. It all depends. I mean, they supposedly open up this forbidden door for other wrestling wrestling companies to come in and be in a Rumble. So I'm interested to see who some of these people are. Could it be some people from Impact? Could it be some from New Japan? Could it be some from AEW? I doubt it, but can it be some of the lower stars from AEW?
Right.
Or like I said, from Impact Wrestling. They, by them saying that Mickie James is going to be in this Rumble, and she's the Impact Women's Champion, that kind of opened up this forbidden door.
All right. Well, does that cover WWE? I want to make a short segue to something else. We're not going to jump to AEW right away. I want to ask you your opinion on something that's important to one of us here.
Okay.
I think Tony. So Tony.
Yes.
What the hell does the Bray Wyatt thing mean?
Oh, I didn't want to say his name tonight, but
What's his name? I'm sorry. What are they referring? Wyndham
Rotunda.
I'm not calling him that. What the hell does it mean? It's something with St. Louis.
You just asked Hitman the surprise show-ups or whatever. I don't know, man.
Yeah.
It might happen.
He's going to be in the Rumble.
Hitman, do you know what we're talking about?
No.
Oh.
Do you want me to take it, or you want?
I stumbled upon this YouTube channel, and it's Wyndham Rotunda's YouTube channel, and he's been doing like these little short. I don't know. Can we call them like little short videos or movies or?
Yeah, it's nothing different. I don't think. Yeah, they did shit like that in WWE all the time. Like just like when he was doing his creepy stuff with the Wyatt family, like the behind the scenes at his house, sitting in a rocking chair or whatever. Haven't they done videos like that all the time? Yeah.
Yeah, and
they're doing weird. They're promoting. Sorry, go ahead. I'm sorry. This is your thing. Go ahead.
He put this weird one out like 2 or 3 days ago, and the whole thing. The title of it is in 3 weeks' time. And in these videos, he's portraying the Fiend. And Scott brought it to my attention. I didn't catch it the first time. In this video, real quick, it's the St. Louis Arch. And right before he said it, he goes, "It's almost time. I'm coming. They can't hold me back anymore." And it's the St. Louis Arch.
But that wouldn't be in 3 weeks, though. That's where
it's weird, but I looked up like all professional wrestling companies. There's nothing going on in St. Louis in like the next 2 months from AEW, Impact, nothing. The only wrestling company in St. Louis in the next 2 months is the Rumble. I may be wondering, did they forget to edit the video? Maybe they made it 3 weeks ago, and they released it too late or something.
I would assume videos like that, they're like the words in it are very meticulously plotted out. And,
yeah, because it's like you said, Scott, it's very professionally done. Like,
yeah, it looks like his Hitman, check one out afterwards. Send him one after this, and just they're only what are they like a minute or two?
Let me pull it up.
Pull it up, yeah, play it.
You guys talk and let me look for it real quick.
Hello, Hitman.
Yeah, you guys.
Hi. No, but I look, if Bray Wyatt, the Fiend, shows up, oh yeah, we forgot about Alexa Bliss, and assuming that she's in the Rumble.
I'm giving her another chance, by the way.
Oh, hell yeah!
But it's not her. It's the gimmick.
Okay.
Like I think that if she actually went back to her normal self, that it would be a good thing for her.
Online and grow your business
Sorry,
with
guys.
Wix e-commerce.
Oh.
Okay.
Are you playing this video for us?
Yeah, give me 1 second. Let me get back to you
Are
guys.
we?
Did you guys
Are we
want
allowed to do this?
I don't give a fuck. Do you guys want to finish what you were saying, or should I go ahead?
No, if
Alexa
you got the
Bliss
video,
is, yeah, go for it. Play it.
Okay.
Is this the one you sent me the other day?
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna pause my video so I don't talk over it.
Okay. All right. Can you guys see that?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Here we go. It's really fucking cool.
I know something you don't know. You see what I see. You feel
See, it's coming up right here.
what I feel. 3 weeks time. It begins again.
Did you see the arch?
Yeah, I mean, look,
Yep.
I mean that could mean a few different things. I mean, it could be, him returning. It could be him starting a new project in St. Louis in 3 weeks.
Yeah.
That could be a couple of different things.
Because
But
I
I'll
don't
tell
see
you
the
what.
point. What's up?
I was just gonna say, like, if he shows up, I mean, that place is gonna go berserk.
Oh, I'm gonna go fucking berserk.
Tell me,
Yeah.
that might be your last night on Earth.
I almost went
Right.
berserk last night watching Dynamite. Again.
But why would they release him just to bring back the same character? You know what I mean? Or maybe it's not the same character. I don't know. I mean, same guy.
They did it to Keith Lee twice. They let
Did
him.
they? Okay.
Yeah, and then they brought him back. The third time he came back as the bear or something. What was the Hitman?
Bearcat.
Yeah, the
Bearcat.
But then they released him again.
Yeah.
Well, they only released him once. It just changed his character a few times. They changed his character, changed his music, they changed his his ring attire, stuff like that. Everything changed. Well, here's the one thing that I will say that I don't necessarily. How can I put it? I like it, but not as much as I used to. It's this version of NXT, right? It's the now we're getting the more developmental side of NXT as opposed to the third brand that how Triple H, or the territory how Triple H wanted to do it. I know with Tony is taking some time to get used to it, and he's actually liked some of the people in there.
I've gotten used to it. I'm actually enjoying NXT again.
Yeah, and it's not bad. I mean, it's not terrible, but it's not what we were accustomed to for since its exception, back in 2012, 2013.
Yeah.
Like if you go to Peacock and watch some of those old NXT takeovers and even some of the matches that they have on a regular NXT show.
Yeah.
It's night and day. But I mean, the NXT stuff was basically when I first started just a bunch of rookies and their quote unquote mentees which is how Daniel Bryan got started with The Miz. So.
Alrighty, now we're going to switch gears to All Elite Wrestling. I'm basically going to ask you the same questions. Start with Tony. Tony, sit down. Where are you going?
Oh, my chair was stuck on the rug.
Oh, all right. Tony, what's the best thing going in All Elite Wrestling right now?
For me, it's Adam Cole. I just like Adam Cole, and now he's teamed up. I guess he started dating Britt Baker, like in real life, and now they're like teaming up. And they had a mixed tag team match last night against Chris Statlander and Orange Cassidy, and it was really good. And it's just everything about Adam Cole I enjoy watching. Yeah, it just is. Oh, Scott blinked out.
You said Orange Cassidy, and I'm sorry.
No, I don't like Orange Cassidy. I'm just saying the match was good.
He's like if I had to put somebody on a poster of why I hate wrestling, that's the shit.
Orange
right?
Cassidy, yeah.
I'd put him on there, yeah.
He's just a very.
And anybody, and I apologize to you two if you like him, but if you cheer for that person and you call yourself a wrestling fan, you're an idiot.
Oh,
Go ahead.
Cheer for Orange Cassidy.
Love you, Hitman. I love you, Hitman.
Actually,
I mean, I don't.
I don't know
Orange
your
Cassidy.
opinion on him. Yeah, no, I saw it and I don't get it. I will never understand that. I'll never.
It was, like when I first started watching, it was funny. It was cool at first, but then after a while, it's like they're not doing anything with this dude. That's all he does. He comes out there, he pulls off this half-assed, like, I don't give a fuck attitude, and I get it.
Well, here, Orange Cassidy, he comes from the gimmick that the WWE markets, that hot topic, that I'm gonna wear tight pants and muscle tees and stuff like that. That particular that particular kind of genre, that market.
Yeah.
The 12 to 17-year-olds.
Yeah. And then there's another good thing going, actually happened last night. Malachi Black is teamed up with Brody King. It's Charles, shut up. What are you doing? My stupid dog. Sorry, guys. There you go.
How dare you?
Yeah, Malachi Black teamed up with Brody King, and he finally started the House of Black team up going, and the entrance was really fucking cool. It was real dark, and this Brody King guy, he's a real big guy. He doesn't do anything spectacular, but I always tell Hitman, and you've heard me, Scott, I'm all about the gimmick and the image first, and then if I like that, more than likely I'll like every other aspect. And Brody King, he's one of those guys. And the entrance they had last night was just amazing, and that's just another good thing going in AEW. I could pull that up too if you want. I mean, I don't know. I only watched it 3 times a day.
Well, I mean, there's a few things. I think one of the things that I do like is the verbal confrontation that's been going on between Punk and MJF.
That's getting old.
Just to see, Punk get eviscerated on the mic. It's pretty cool to see. MJF is one of the top 2 or 3 talkers within the business right now. Just the fact that he's able to do that. I agree with Tony. Seeing Adam Cole, what he's able to do, really bummed that he went from NXT to AEW, but it is what it is. Another good thing that I personally like is this version of Daniel Bryan or Bryan Danielson. I've enjoyed this heel run with him. The cockiness, the swagger, the stuff that he really couldn't pull off in the WWE. whether he wasn't allowed to or he just wasn't there yet. The stuff that he's doing right now is just phenomenal. You know, going back to, you know, the 60-minute match, the first one that they had was a 30-minute or 60-minute. The first one, Tony.
60.
60. Yeah, I mean, I thought that Brian Danielson was going to win, and he exudes championship to me.
Huh.
Like that guy just carries himself like a champion. Like when you put him across from Hangman Page, when I look at him, look at the two, I'm gonna look at Brian Danielson as the AEW World Heavyweight Champion, even though he's not.
Yeah, it's funny. I was texting you, Hitman. How are they going to top that match? And second time they faced off, they topped that match. It was even better than the first one.
It was. And what I liked about it is that you had a definite winner.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
You know, and that was good. But you know, I'm kind of bummed that, you know, at least for right now, we're not going to get a trifecta.
No.
You know, I would have loved to see a third one. I would love to see a 3 stages of hell match between those two.
Yeah, Page is losing that belt soon.
Yeah, I mean he should.
All right.
Is Jericho still present?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Jericho
but he's not doing much. I mean,
he just came back maybe a couple of weeks ago.
yeah.
Yeah. And now does AEW, do they have, what's their next, I know they're not called pay-per-view. Well, no, they're pay-per-views.
Yeah,
still.
they're pay-per-views, yeah.
They're pay-per-views.
You know, when is their next one?
March.
Do we know?
March, I
Oh,
believe.
they got a while. Okay.
Because they only do,
Yeah, but-
ones you actually have to pay for, they only do 4. They basically
But-
do it quarterly.
Yeah,
Okay.
they're doing what the WWE used to do back in the day. Remember, you had the Big Four.
Right.
Yeah, and that's what they're basically doing, along with like Tony. Would you say that like some of their bigger shows on Wednesdays that they do are more like how the WWE or WWF used to have Saturday night's main event?
Yeah. Oh yeah. I mean, some of these Wednesday night dynamites they kick off. It's like you're watching a pay-per-view, like a $60 pay-per-view. It's just from start to finish. They're just really good.
Yeah.
You're doing a really good job.
Well, I turned AEW on Friday. I wasn't planning on watching it. I was home and I was flipping through and I was like, ooh, cool, AEW. I'll give this a shot. Everybody tells me to watch it. I turn it on and it's 2 guys rapping.
Oh yeah, those are one of the Acclaimed.
And I'm like, oh, okay, this is only going to last for 30 seconds. 2 minutes later, they're still rapping.
Yeah, that
And then I was like, oh,
Max
cool.
Caster.
And then I happened to notice that the dumb movie Broken Arrow was on. And I was like, I'm going to watch Broken Arrow instead of AEW. I'm going to watch this bad John Travolta movie.
Yeah, the Acclaimed are one
Yeah.
of the few bad marks on AEW. They're just stupid. That's the guy who made the rape reference. The what was it, the Duke Lacrosse, or what was it? The lacrosse team. They had the whole sex scandal going on, and he made a big joke about it in one of his raps one time a while ago, and he got in big trouble.
Yeah, that's not good.
No, but no, I mean, you didn't miss anything with the Acclaimed.
Yeah, no. But so basically, to sum this up, you guys, I'm leaning towards you guys. If you were going to tell me to watch one thing right now, it would be WWE. Scales are tipped to WWE side right now.
Yeah, absolutely.
Is that fair?
Just because of the Brock and Roman thing going.
Well, look, I think you can watch both. I think there's good in both products.
Well, you're saying he's saying if he had to pick one, right?
Oh, well, I mean, look, to each his own. I mean, there's going to be fans that's going to say, well, you know, I like the AEW stuff because I hate what WWE is doing, or fuck Vince McMahon. I mean, that's but I mean, I like both. It's up to personal preference.
Yeah.
At this point, I personally just want to watch good professional wrestling at this point, no matter what company is doing it.
True.
Are we getting together for the Rumble?
I'd like to.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we'll see.
Depends on. I don't know what day. When is it? It's not this Saturday.
Next Saturday.
The 29th, next Saturday.
Oh, that's perfect because I won't. I don't have my children that weekend.
You didn't
And
ask.
the world
You didn't ask what's bad about AEW.
Oh, I know. I figured I'd just tell you what was bad about the rapping thing. I already know what's bad.
Oh no, there's something worse than that.
But no. Go ahead. Yeah, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
CM Punk.
Ooh, blockbuster.
Fucking
Hitman, do
terrible.
you agree with that?
I don't. Well, I don't know if it's the all bad, but I think from what I was expecting, I was expecting more with the Punk reemergence within wrestling.
Do you know who Sean
outside-
Spears is? MJF sidekick, the chairman guy, the big tall. He's got like a mohawk. He always hits people with the chair. They call him the chairman. He's a really good wrestler that they never use.
So,
So last night, he's got this feud going with MJF, CM Punk and MJF, and MJF's making him go through all his like henchmen. Last week it was Wardlow, the big giant muscle guy who destroys everyone in his path, including guys bigger and stronger than CM Punk, but somehow, of course, CM Punk beats him. Last night, the same shit. They did their entrance, and of course, we had to hear the whole fucking CM Punk song. We had to hear that, and I think the match lasted 5 seconds, and it was over. I cannot stand CM Punk. And
But like what I said with him,
the thing that really fucking bothers me about him is the constant shots he takes at Vince in WWE. I guarantee you that motherfucker never hesitated to cash one of those fucking paychecks. But Vince is this terrible fucking guy to work for. I bet he never said, "Oh no, I don't want your money because you're a fucking asshole and you don't treat us the right way." And then I always play back what you say, Scott, and it's true. Watching him get his ass handed to him twice in a real fight, and then he's coming in here and beating up guys like Wardlow and Sean Spears. It's fucking retarded. It's stupid. But I don't know. People eat it up. They chant his name. They sing that stupid fucking song. They wear the stupid shirts.
that's a good song. How dare you?
That song fucking sucks.
I enjoy Cult of Personality.
I hate Cult of Personality.
Well,
I think it's okay.
No.
Well, I mean, we had this conversation when Punk came back before about how he was.
And I was excited about it. I was like, okay, CM Punk is back. I said, okay, I'll give him 2 weeks. I'll give him 2 weeks to get it all out and let the fans go nuts. But then he's just like,
Sit back in your chair. Where the hell are you going?
I'm sorry, I didn't mean it. I love Punk.
No, him.
No, I had to cut the
Cult of Personality.
the fan was on back here and it got pretty cold, so I had to turn it off.
Oh. No, but I always said, Tony, with Hitman, with CM Punk, the big thing with him was will he or will he not return? And once he's back, it's like it was cool, but then where do you go? I've always thought the guy was overhyped. I don't think he's bad. I don't think he's bad at all. I just never understood I'm not saying he doesn't deserve to be a top guy because I didn't really watch WWE at that time, and he was like the guy. But I just, like, you know me, I go back to the Attitude Era. I compare him to The Rock and Austin, and it just doesn't, for me, it just doesn't.
Yeah, but Scotty.
I never bought into the CM Punk thing. I know he's from Chicago, so I'm supposed to go, oh my God, I love him now. But
But
Go
you know
ahead.
what's funny about what you just said
Who is
about
John
him being
Wayne
the
Gacy?
guy? He was never the guy.
right,
was never
Cena
the
was.
guy.
Well, yeah, that was his
Cena was the
his
guy.
complaint. Yeah.
Yeah,
So I'm saying
Cena
to
was
the
guy.
fans, he was the guy. Right. No, I understand that. Yeah. Yeah,
He was
you're
a
right.
Paul-
It's
He was
just
a Paul Heyman guy, right? Yeah, Punk
I mean,
was a Paul
yeah,
Heyman guy.
yeah.
Yeah. I mean, during that whole, I mean, Heyman was managing Punk during the Cena feud, parts of the Cena feud, as well as his feud with The Rock.
I just when he made the pipe bomb or whatever that everybody loves so much that it was just like okay, whatever, to me it wasn't. I didn't think it was as cool as everybody else does, but like he is his ego that out of whack that he doesn't understand why The Rock would headline a WrestleMania over him. I don't give a shit if The Rock's gone for 50 years. The Rock draws people. The Rock is here. CM Punk is, you can't even see it. It's so low to the ground. Nobody knows who CM Punk is outside of wrestling, right? I mean, I'm sure people do. He's not The Rock. The Rock is this gigantic star, and he's bitching and moaning that he's not pushed over him. Like, it's just, that's one of the things that always rubbed me the wrong way too. I get it. Is it fair? Probably not, but life's not fair.
I'm gonna pull
Especially
something
when
up.
you're in a multi. Oh boy.
Yeah, no, keep talking.
No, it's just,
Hold on. I just want to show you the stupid
it's just that a
fucking
multi.
I'm talking about.
What are you? How dare you interrupt me?
I'm sorry.
I'm spitting gold out here, and you're just spitting all over it. I don't even know what I was saying.
I'm sorry.
It was good
Hey,
though.
You know what's interesting though? I've always find it interesting when you have some of these wrestlers are saying that some of the older guys are coming back and taking their spots. You know what I'm saying? Like, the Rock's coming. Oh, the Rock's coming in. Just like you said, headlining WrestleMania. But don't they?
They
not
wouldn't
realize-
have to if these new guys were good enough.
Well, that
All
too. But my theory is, I would want a guy like The Rock to come back and wrestle in WrestleMania. You want to know why? Because guess what's going to happen to me? I'm going to get paid more because people are going to buy that pay-per-view because there's a headliner. So my residual check is going to be off the charts.
Yep.
Because why?
Just
Because
in
The Rock
every-
equals money.
In every walk of life, I mean, you start realizing how life isn't fair. Any job place you go to, I'm sure, right? We've all probably dealt with it somewhere. This isn't fair. Well, this is how it is. This is how the real world works. It's no different in wrestling. And CM Punk has made a lot of money. A lot of money. Kind of going back to what Tony said. Vince McMahon paid him a lot of money. Were there things that Triple H and Vince probably regret doing and treating and handling the way they did? Yeah, I'm sure. But it happened and it's over with now. And he still has a lot of money in his bank account. He's a household. He's a name. Well, he's not a household name. He's a name. He's so popular in AEW because of what he became in WWE.
Yep.
You can't forget that.
And he still has the balls to take shots at Vince nightly.
That's fine. Take shots. I understand. He hurt him personally. I understand that with the medical, when he was hurt or whatever. I forgot the whole story, but I'd be pissed too.
Yeah, didn't Vince also fire him on his wedding day too?
Right. Well, you know what? Bosses play dirty, man.
Huh.
I'm sorry. That's another thing in life.
You're always saying it's a business. It's a business.
It is a business. It is a business.
Vince McMahon is a cold man. Imagine Vince being the guy when he shut down all the what were they called? The back in the day, what were they called? The territory. I mean, he's a killer. He's a killer. The guy.
Well,
he's rich.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it also goes back to the fact that Vince is a guy that just doesn't. How can I put it?
He doesn't give a fuck.
that he doesn't care about personal. He doesn't care about opinions. Look, he's been through this. He's beaten a major company before, right? He's also a guy that will, take a shot at himself or at the company for doing stuff that people are talking about. Like, like, do you all understand the term, the power of the pencil?
Yeah.
So, like, basically, like, people were getting mad because Vince was talking about, firing folks, and it was basically just like, Vince taking a pencil with being like, look, this thing has more power than anything right now, because I can have you listed in a match, but I can easily erase you and you're done.
That a few weeks ago with Lesnar.
Yeah. Power of the pencil.
Well, another analogy, I still remember Austin saying when Austin's time was up, it was some documentary that the WWE is a big machine with all the gears turning, and all he has to do is you just take one gear out and you put it back in, and the fucking thing keeps going and going. I mean, that's wrestling, and there's always going to be people that support it. So I mean, it's just that's.
And I think
we went way off topic.
Yeah, I mean, it's just like you said, it's a machine. It's a well-oiled machine. If Vince likes you, if Vince wants to put his backing with you, then you're going to be a star. It's pretty simple. Yeah, Austin Theory right now. I mean, there's a reason why Austin Theory is with Vince McMahon, because Vince McMahon sees something in him. There's reasons why he did business with Austin. There's reason why he did stuff with Rock or Triple H or whomever, because money.
Yep.
Scotty, I think you said before that Vince McMahon might be the greatest heel of all time.
I think he is, yeah.
Yes, he is.
Yeah, and he doesn't mind playing it in the real world too.
No.
I mean, to become successful, to become what he's become, he's had to, step on. You got to step on some people's heads along the way, climb into the mountain. So I mean, it's it's not fair. It's dirty. It's a dirty business, but
yep,
it's the way it is. It's the way it is.
Yeah. Yep. Well, fuck CM Punk.
All right, boys. Yeah. Why don't we? If we had like a high production value on the way out, I would play Cult of Personality right now. So just pretend it's playing,
all right,
because I think we're all done, right? I think that's it.
Yeah, I'm good.
Good show. We covered everything. Hitman, you good? You got anything else?
No, I'm good.
Good.
Are we gonna do a? Well, I don't know. We're getting kind of late. What's the next show? A playoff football? What do we? It's coming up.
Yeah.
Conference championship games next week.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can do that. Yeah.
Yeah, I guess we can.
Yeah, we can do that. That sounds good to me. All right, boys. Thank you very much. That was fun.
No, thank you. You brought us together for this one.
Yeah, this is good. This was good.
All right. And
All
we
right.
will see you next time. Yeah, we'll see you. Subscribe. Chicago Tough Sports Podcast. Please subscribe. What are you doing? If you're watching this right now, just click the button. It's that simple.
Don't be a bitch.
It's that simple. Yeah, if you're new, don't be stupid.
Yeah, right.
It's so easy. Just click the button.
Hit a goddamn button. That's it.
Right. I mean, it's just one button. What is it going to do?
All right, guys.
Thank you. Good night.
Good night.
Yeah.